Imagine strolling through a bustling market, the air thick with the aroma of spices and the sound of vendors hawking their wares. You're approached by a man selling exquisite handcrafted jewelry. He's persistent, but you politely decline, explaining you're not interested. Just as you're about to walk away, he surprises you. He offers you a small, intricately woven bracelet, insisting it's a gift, not for sale. You hesitate, taken aback by his generosity. He smiles warmly and says, "Take it, my friend, a small token of appreciation for your time." You accept the gift, feeling a surge of gratitude. As you walk away, you can't help but notice his stall. You feel a pull, an urge to reciprocate his kindness. You find yourself browsing his wares, more receptive than before. This seemingly insignificant act of generosity has subtly shifted your feelings, making you more inclined to consider a purchase. This scenario perfectly illustrates the law of reciprocity, a powerful social principle that governs human behavior. It suggests that when someone does something for us, we feel obligated to return the favor. This sense of obligation is deeply ingrained in our psyche, a survival mechanism promoting cooperation and exchange within social groups. This principle transcends cultural boundaries, influencing interactions from simple gestures like holding a door open to complex negotiations in business and politics. It's a fundamental rule governing human relationships, fostering trust and encouraging reciprocal acts of kindness. The power of reciprocity dates back centuries. Ancient cultures used gift-giving rituals to establish alliances and maintain peace. Think of the tradition of exchanging gifts during holidays, a social contract reinforcing bonds and expressing appreciation. In today's world, savvy marketers leverage this principle. Free samples in supermarkets entice you to purchase. Free trials of software create a sense of obligation, increasing the likelihood of subscribing. Even charities understand this principle, often including small gifts like address labels or pens in their donation requests. These acts, seemingly insignificant, tap into our innate desire to reciprocate, making us more likely to comply with their requests. A disarming confession. Imagine receiving a phone call. The voice on the other end is cheerful, asking, "How are you feeling today?" You respond politely, "I'm doing well, thank you." The caller then proceeds with their pitch, a request to donate to a worthy cause. What you may not realize is that this simple, seemingly innocuous question was a calculated tactic, the foot-in-the-mouth technique. This technique works by eliciting a positive self-disclosure from the target. By getting you to admit you're doing well, the caller creates a sense of consistency. You've publicly declared your well-being, making it harder to refuse a request that aligns with being a kind, generous person. It's a disarming tactic, subtly influencing your behavior by appealing to your desire to remain consistent with your self-image. A powerful combination when reciprocity meets confession. Combining the law of reciprocity with the foot-in-the-mouth technique creates a potent persuasive mix. A perfect example of this is the door-in-the-face technique. A requester initially asks for a large favor, one they expect to be refused. Upon refusal, they then present a smaller, more reasonable request. This smaller request, strategically positioned after the initial refusal, now seems more appealing. The requester has made a concession by lowering their ask. This triggers our sense of reciprocity, making us feel obligated to concede as well by agreeing to the smaller request. This tactic cleverly leverages our desire to reciprocate and maintain social harmony. Recognizing and resisting influence, protecting yourself from manipulation. The key to navigating these subtle forms of influence lies in awareness. Recognize that while reciprocity is a powerful tool for building relationships, it can also be used as a tool for manipulation. Pay attention to situations where you feel obligated to reciprocate, even if the initial act of generosity feels calculated or insincere. When someone attempts the foot-in-the-mouth technique, politely but firmly deflect personal questions. Remember, you're under no obligation to divulge personal information or act consistently with a fleeting statement about your well-being. By being mindful and assertive, you can appreciate acts of genuine kindness without falling prey to manipulative tactics. Wielding influence responsibly. Understanding the principles of reciprocity and the foot-in-the-mouth technique raises ethical considerations. These techniques, when used ethically, can promote cooperation, facilitate negotiations, and encourage positive social interactions. However, they can also be used to manipulate, pressure, and exploit. The line between ethical influence and manipulation is often blurry. The key lies in intent. Are you using these techniques to genuinely benefit both parties, or are you seeking to solely advance your own interests? By being mindful of the potential impact of our actions and prioritizing ethical considerations, we can harness the power of influence for good. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. Let's spread the message of responsible influence together.